like murder the pan tongue, dog. Two live one the pan tongue. Look the fuck, man. They're live. All them two look like it goes off. Forget peace, man.
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, yeah. Old dirty Kana boy. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Whoa, yeah. Old dirty Kana boy. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Slapping away granny and pitney with impunity, like you are God Almighty. But that's not so. Oh no. I hope when your time comes, they show you no pity. Murder you just like you murder people on the street every day. Old dirty Kana boy. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Whoa, yeah. Old dirty Kana boy. Your day is coming. Your day is coming.
Ring the alarm, another youth gone. Open up the scriptures, make we chant another psalm. Them dirty boy and not come. Them a worship firearm, killing all the baby we just born. Another song of tribulation. I come to sing too much bloodshed, bloodshed. On the rhythm, them glorifying the gun king. I teach the youth them gunsling. They're not a bother balling. We are one them.
Old dirty Kana boy. Your day is coming.
And his day came. Yeah, man.
On the spot, news media. We got the latest news. We don't care about the views. We just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right. Y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what Guan, a blessed and wonderful Thursday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, you don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in Jamaica. So watch us now, my peeps. In the morning, we're going to kick it off with an updated story where on Monday, sometime around 7:30 p.m., the fatal knockings and clappings of this young man presently on your screen, identified as Tyreek Macleash. He was taken out in a hail of bullets along Gem Road, which runs off Maxfield Avenue. His distraught mother stated that her son is not involved in any way, shape or form in gang activities or wrongdoings in the community. She stated that he's 20 years old, a former student of the Tivoli Gardens Comprehensive High School, and also a proud father of a 4-year-old child. She stated that her son is doing construction work in a bid to support his family. She stated that she believes the reason why her son was targeted, attacked, and his life taken is because he is one of those young men in the community that is not directly involved in anything, but he is good with basically everybody. So there is an ongoing gang war right now in that particular space involving the Sunlight Street criminal elements, the front and the back of Sunlight Street, and also fragments of criminal elements who is along the Gem Road space. So she stated that he is good with everybody because all of them born and grew up together. Now, some of them turn gunman and pick them one side, but him decide say he must stay neutral and good with everybody. Now, certain criminal elements no feel good about that because them a say him need to pick a side and stay upon it. Now, on the spot, news media made some checks, of course, and unearthed the criminal element who is said to be responsible for the fatal knockings and clappings of Macleash, that is Tyreek Macleash. Now, the criminal element is presently on your screen identified as Jermaine Barr, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as BM2. Now, BM2 is a noted and reputed criminal element who has wreaked havoc in that space time and time again. In recent times, he committed some knockings and clappings, and his mother's house was set ablaze. She had to run for dear life and sought refuge in the Papine community. Now, it is said that he went to that area and continued his streak of violence, and his mother's house was burnt again. She had to flee for her life. Now, it is stated that the mother is basically bouncing around from place to place, just trying to find somewhere to rest her head at nights. So that is when he returned to his family members to the back section of Sunlight Street. Now, for those who know that area really well, entering Gem Road from Maxfield Avenue, there is a right turn somewhere in the middle of Gem Road right there, so that can carry you back to the back section of Sunlight Street. So that is where the criminal element known as BM2 came from and struck his deadly assault on Tyreek Macleash. Now, Tyreek is described as a youth where he's a gallus in the place and love bike. Always a ride up and down in the place. From the top of Gem Road to the bottom, just a yeng pan him yeng, so to speak. So everyone right now is basically in awe as to why he would have been taken out in such a fashion, given the fact that he's not involved in any criminal activities. Now, that is what On the Spot News Media has unearthed about Tyreek. If he is involved, that was never ever stated. Now, this criminal element here, Jermaine Barr, aka BM2, is from a troubled background and also a troubled family. For those who is from that era would definitely know about the Barr family around the back of Sunlight Street. Long-standing, troubled family. So it is definitely no surprise that BM2 turned out the way that he did. Now he is out there somewhere, walking up and down, free, whilst Tyreek is laying on a block of ice in the morgue and his family is heartbroken over it. So anyone having any information surrounding the whereabouts of Jermaine Barr, aka BM2, please alert the Denham Town Police. And as always, if you don't trust the police, link On The Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger, furnish us with the necessary information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. Yeah, man. So what you know, my peeps, I should have started off with the international story, but for some reason it end up in the second story. But anyway, I could get on into it. Now over there in Ontario, Canada, the policing district known as the Peel County Police District has recovered the largest ever seizure of illegal firearms. We are talking about 71 firearms recovered by the police. Among the firearms is 67 pistols and 4 rifles. Now what this have to do with Jamaica? Many of the regular ones them are asking. Well, 10 people was arrested on Wednesday and 185 charges laid. The police also stated that they seized over $1 million worth of illicit drugs. Yeah, man. The police them said them seized the white lady among other type of illicit drugs. So watch this now. The police them arrest 10 people. A Jamaican is among the 10 that was arrested. Now the Jamaican man is presently on your screen and he has since been identified as Hamisi Stanley. Now this is a photograph of Hamisi Stanley when he was among you, the regular members of Chan Public in Jamaica. He was a dreadlocks man back in a them time there. He hails from the famous area along Mountain View Avenue them called J Lane. But the correct name for J Lane is Jarrett Lane. And one of them long time knockies and clappies there from way back in the days of the infamous Pala. Yeah, man. So for those who have been around long enough would most definitely remember the name Pala and who was his strongman during that time underground. Well, the corner boy grew up and turned big man right now. So on your screen is a present day picture of Pala's right hand, Hamisi Stanley. But he is more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Shaka D. Yeah, man. So right now, Shaka D find himself in some serious hot water in Canada. So another prime example of what I've always stated. Corner boy yard are the same corner boy abroad. Yeah, man. So the Canadian police launched a special operation known as Project Chrome to nab these criminals from off the streets of Ontario, Canada. Now it is said that they had an illegal guns and drugs ring linking from Detroit in Michigan in the United States of America to Ontario, Canada. So they received the weapons from America, smuggle them into Canada and distribute them wherever. Some of them just may have ended up in the streets of Mountain View Avenue, Jarrett Lane, because he was a long-standing strongman in that particular community. Some peeps on the Spot News Media will most definitely be keeping close tabs on this one as the court case unfolds and progresses. I'm pretty sure that the Canadian authorities will secure a conviction in this one. Yeah, man. Saying away back to local style. Now, yesterday, Wednesday, boy, may I tell you, sometime around 5:20 p.m. along Matthews Lane, or where some Jamaicans would call Matches Lane, right at vicinity 21A Matches Lane, right at the furniture shop right there. So this criminal element here, presently on your screen identified as Bloods, said to be 30 years of age, but his correct name is Michael Barrett, said to be from the Lopez Street community in McIntyre Villa. We are talking about over Dunkirk right there. So the man them circle him, name him food and broke the plate. Yeah, man. Now, information received by On The Spot News Media is that the now deceased was among other persons, to include his father, working on some furniture when a man armed with a rifle entered the shop and shout, "Crutches, don't move, but at the P word him did say still. Yeah, man. And when him see the rifle and the seriousness in the gunman face, he froze. Yeah, man. And then you don't know, say, the man just unleash the judgment, opening gunfire, hitting him all over. The man deal with the situation a certain type of way. After the first couple of shots, them lick bloods, and blood literally start leak out of him all about. Him run off and try to escape, but the man them run him down and gun him down. Yeah, man, spread him out like a sheet. No longer among the land of the living. One of the most gruesome knockings and clappings me see in a minute. And criminal elements out there, me always telling you, pull up on the pants by on the waist so you can run faster. So when the rivals them are run on the down for gun on the down, you have a good chance to escape. When time the man drop on him face and bend up in a hess, I tell you, the man pants in blue jeans pants, the weird on his knee, whole line underpants, the door, yeah, man, and the whole line brain, I tell you, say, every single thing where inna the man head leak out and splash out a ground. Because when him drop a ground, the man go over him and turn the M16 right in him head and bust it wide open. I tell you, say, grimy scene. So, the Dunkirk war is far from over. You see how far the man then trail him and gun him down. Feel like say him could have really escaped the clutches after all the atrocities committed under his watch and also from him. Well, bloods, days done. No longer among the land of the living. So the Dunkirk war definitely has intensified and has turned up a notch. So persons living in and around the McIntyre Villa community, please be on the lookout because reprisal is most definitely a must. Yeah, man. Now over there in the St. Catherine South Police Division in the Old Harbour policing space in St. Catherine, the police from Old Harbour is probing the circumstances surrounding the fatal knockings and clappings of a man at Marley Gate in Old Harbour, St. Catherine on Sunday. The deceased man has since been identified as Dane Harding. He's said to be of a Marley Gate address in St. Catherine. Now reports reaching on the Spot News Media is that sometime around 11 p.m, residents in the community summoned the police after hearing a barrage of gunfire. A team of officers arrived at the location and discovered Mr. Harding lying in a pool of red substance leaking from his body with multiple corner wounds all over the upper body and head. It is said that the scene was processed and the body removed to the morgue for post-mortem examination. Now the last thing that we are going to talk about take place over there in a section of St. James known as Pit 4. Pit 4 we all know have had its fair share of trouble over the years with the criminal elements from out of Hellgate. Yeah, man. So the latest fatality in Pit 4 is not a regular member of John Public, but a member of the criminal underworld. He was taken out by a regular member of John Public. Sit back and listen to what I go on right as so. And also take a page out of this person's book. Now, an armed criminal element who broke into a home along Orchard Close in Pit 4 St. James and managed to tie up 3 of the occupants of the home was fatally knifed up and carned up with his own big fat Glock 40. Yeah, man, me I tell you. By another occupant who decides say is do or die, but me nah me gonna take my 3 pints just so. Now the unidentified robber is described as dark brown in complexion, about 21 years old and standing at 5 feet 2 inches tall with cornrow hairstyle. If anyone out there miss una family, him no come back home, go check down at the mark to see if I him, because the people them knife him up and gun him down in a them house when them a try rob them. Now reports from the police states that on Monday morning the occupants were at home when the armed criminal element gained access and held them at gunpoint. He successfully tied up 3 of them, but the 4th person fought back, resulted in the robber being conned up with his own weapon. Yeah, man. Other occupants then joined and the robber was also knifed up multiple times, resulting in his loss of life. The police were called to the scene where the occupants surrendered a 9mm pistol fitted with a magazine containing several live rounds of ammunition. So right there and then, another decent spot of work again from John Public and him family members them. Yeah, man. Well done to that family. I just want the regular ones and ones them in the place you understand, say, together we can defeat them, because there is more good law-abiding citizens living in the worst of communities than the criminal elements who hold that entire community at a stage. So again, another decent spot of work again by members of John Public and him family members them. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.